Namaskar. Welcome to this webinar. So today, our main topic is meditation, yoga, and living with purpose. This is a series of webinars, and you can ask questions during the webinar. You use the questions window. And I will make an effort to answer during the webinar or at the end. So welcome. And my name is Dada. Today I will be talking specifically about how can we maintain regularity in our meditation. There are many people who start meditating, and we start meditating for various reasons. Maybe we are stressed out and we want to relax. Maybe we just want to be a bit more aware, more present, more concentrated. So we've heard many benefits of meditation. Now what happens is that many people started, but not that many people continue doing it regularly. We always start with hope that by doing meditation, we'll be more calm, we'll be more concentrated, maybe our memory will be better, our mind will be better. And then after maybe an initial practice, we may not do for a day, or maybe we are doing only once a week, and we are not getting the benefits that we are looking for. We can look at meditation just like food, but food for the mind, not food for the body. When we are hungry physically and we would like to eat, we feel a certain sensation that tells us that you should eat now. Then we eat, we satisfy it, our body gets nourishment, and we are okay for some time. And then again, hunger comes and we eat again. Let's think about meditation. Meditation is food for the mind. The mind also becomes, let's say, hungry. But maybe we don't know exactly what that hunger is asking for. Let's say we are not feeling well in our mind. We are maybe a little bit down, a little bit depressed, or a little bit too agitated, or a little bit too stressed. These are the signs that the mind is hungry. Now, not hungry for physical food, it is hungry for mental food. And what is the best mental food for the mind? A little bit of peace, a little bit of feeling good. If we can give to the mind a little bit of peace every once in a while, regularly, it will not get hungry. And not getting hungry means we will not go feel down, we will not feel depressed, we will not feel stressed out, we will not feel super agitated, super nervous. If the mind is well nourished, we'll feel good. Many people, even those who start meditating and do for a short while, they experience some benefits. But these benefits are very subtle. And sometimes we forget that we got those benefits. And life, especially nowadays, is very demanding. we have many requests from all the time. Some requests are from our families, some requests are from our job, or if we are studying, from the school or from friends. There are always some requests. And that makes time short because we have to manage our daily life. We have to manage our relationship with others. We have to survive, means we have to generate enough resources that we can maintain our existence in this world. So all these demands require time. And time is very precious. Time, we can say, is the most important thing because maybe in the present capitalistic society, we may think that money is very important. But you know, money can come a lot at a time, or you can spend a lot, or can come a little bit, can spend a little bit. But time is constant. And money you spend, you can get again. But time, when you spend, you don't get again. So time is the most important. We need to learn how to manage time. When we go to school, we learn how to manage many things, but the most important is to learn how to manage time. To manage time, we need to set priorities. What is our main priorities? Of course, we have to maintain the body, and the body demands, and it demands strongly. So we have to give it what it wants. The mind also demands, but sometimes we neglect it because it is more subtle. The demand is more subtle. If we do not give enough time to the mind, it will eventually reflect on everything else, on our day-to-day life. Our quality of life will go down. And we'll be looking for some solutions, maybe again, in the external world, maybe we need some therapy, or we need this, or we need that. But actually, what we need the most is inside us. I would say that what the mind needs the most is peace. Deep peace. Complete peace. At least for some moments. And it needs every day. And maybe not even only once a day. Maybe at least twice a day. If we can give to our mind a little bit of peace twice a day, it will be well nourished. If the mind is well nourished, our life is much better. So how to start managing our time? Priority number one, me, I, my mind. Because if my mind is not okay, nothing else is okay. So that must be priority number one. And if it's priority number one, we need to allocate time to it. We need to think that it's like an appointment. You know, like you are in a job, you have an appointment, let's say, with your boss, you have to go. Unless you are really sick or something, if you don't go, you'll be in problem. Now, in the same way, we make the appointment with ourselves, with our mind. time to feed the mind, to give some peace to the mind. And that is something we can get through meditation. Now we have to give that time for meditation, let's say, in the morning, because the most important thing you do first. So let's say we wake up, refresh ourselves, meditation immediately. That will avoid that we miss it. At least we'll do once a day, because we are doing it the first thing in the morning. After we have nourished our mind, we have given it a little bit peace, then we can think about our body, we can think about our responsibilities with the family, with the world. If you need, wake up a little bit earlier. Make that effort. Your mind will thank you, and you will thank. And so that goes the first priority, first thing of the day. And then we go through the day. Many things will happen, many situations, problems, solutions. And then it's coming the late afternoon, evening. We are winding down. Maybe our responsibilities with the job and everything is done. Now we are, let's say, coming home. Okay, if we are coming home to our family and we were the whole day in our jobs or in our school, it is good that before we start interacting with the family, we do a little bit meditation. Give a little bit peace to the mind. The mind will be in a good state. You can have a good, positive interaction with your family. If there are problems, you will manage. And that comes a second meditation during the day. But suppose you miss it, you couldn't do it. Then at least before you sleep, you do a little bit of meditation, just to complete 2 doses of peace per day. One is not enough. So now, if we want to be consistent, we need to take it seriously. We need to really allocate that time. And that time has to be like sacred. Think of it like you have an appointment with, let's say, the most important person in the world. Let's say God. You have an appointment with God. You can't miss it. One in the morning, one in the evening. You cannot say, oh, I had this appointment with God, but you know, I had other things to do, I couldn't go. You can't say that. Now, if even a small dose of meditation in the morning and in the evening, a small dose of inner peace in the morning, another one in the evening, it will have a tremendous effect. And that can change your life. We cannot make exceptions. You know, like one day you make an exception because you have something to do in the morning, another day you make an exception because you have something to do in the evening. Once you make one exception, it will be easy to make a second one and easy to make a third one. And in the end, the exception becomes habit. And that's why we should avoid any exception. So meditate every day, twice, no compromise. If you can do that, even if you are doing very little, even if it's just for a few minutes, let's say 5 minutes in the morning, 5 minutes in the evening, those 5 minutes eventually will give you the inspiration to increase it. So the question here is why we don't follow through, why many people start meditating and why they don't continue, why they give up in the middle. It all depends on how you start it, how you classify it, how you prioritize it. If you really make it number one, you will never miss. If it is number one, it will have such an effect in your life that you will be always thankful that you chose that priority. Now, there are many other factors that can help your meditation. But even if you don't apply those, even if you feel that the quality of your meditation is not great, it means you sit down, but you are thinking about other things and you feel, oh, I couldn't meditate. But even then, meditation is helping. Even if you think that it's not helping. Because maybe you were expecting, you had the expectation that when you were meditating, you will experience some peace. But peace is the result. You may not experience the peace that time. It may be a hard work for your mind, but the result will be peace. Let me make an analogy. Think about your body. You want to be in good shape. You want to be fit. So you decide to exercise. Maybe you go to the gym. So let's say I decide to go to the gym and exercise so that I get fit. So fit is the result. But what is the process? The process is I go to the gym and I make a lot of effort. I sweat. Maybe I get pain. Then, doing that regularly, the result will be that I will be in good shape. My body will be in good shape. Let's think about the mind. The mind is also similar to the body in that aspect. And the gym is the meditation time. So now you are in the meditation time. It means you are making effort. You are struggling. The result will be the mind will be fit or the mind will be peaceful. Imagine or just think if you go to the gym to exercise and you come back home and you say, oh, today the gym was so easy. I did not even sweat. I didn't feel anything. What does it mean? It means that you did not exercise properly and you will not become fit because you are not giving yourself to the exercise. You are not making effort. You are not struggling. Let's bring that to the mind. Same thing. You sit for your meditation. You are struggling. You are making effort, and you are going to get a result. If you think that every time you will sit for meditation and there will be no struggle, no effort, it means you are not really making progress. There are techniques of relaxation. And in those techniques, maybe your mind relaxes, but it's relaxation. It means the mind is stressed and then it relaxes. But the result of meditation is different. The result of meditation is you struggle, and the result is that your mind becomes peaceful. There is a difference between meditation and relaxation. Relaxation is there is a lot of stress, then relax. But that doesn't mean that you experience that profound, inspiring peace within. And it doesn't become constant. So I have a question here. Somebody is asking, how much time is necessary to be successful in meditation? Time here is relative. I mentioned that you start with a little bit, then you increase, and then you feel the results, and then you may increase a little bit more until you feel satisfied. Then it could be that you start with 5 minutes in the morning, 5 minutes in the evening, but you do it every day. Then you may increase. Let's say you increase to half an hour, a lot of increase, but still you keep every day. Don't miss even one day. Imagine that everyone finds time to eat. Even if you are very busy, maybe one day you are so busy, so much work and family, this, that, you still find a little bit time to eat something. In the same way, find a little bit time to meditate. Nobody says, oh, I only eat on Sunday because I have time, and during the week I'm so busy, so I don't eat. Nobody says that. And if we do that, our body will suffer and we will be malnourished. The same with the mind. We shouldn't think, oh, I meditate on Sundays. You are starving your mind. You have to feed it daily. Feed with peace. Peace comes through meditation. Meditation is the struggle, and the result is the peace. Okay, so that if anybody has other questions, please write in the questions window and I will address it. Okay, so I was making this analogy between body and mind. So when we are thinking about the body, we understand that the body doesn't change very quickly. Let's say I start exercising, and it's not by going for a weekend and doing exercise that I will get any results. Even I will get pain and problems. But it's by exercising regularly that after some time, my body will react. In the same way with the mind. Don't expect a result like that, because result will come with time and practice. If we are practicing regularly, result is sure to come. If you're exercising regularly, you will become stronger than if you don't exercise. It is sure. The same way, if you meditate regularly, your mind will become better if you don't meditate. That's also sure, because you are doing it, you will get a result. In the same way, if you are doing something physically, you will get a result. But sometimes we have this expectation that when I meditate, I will feel like this. And if I meditate for 1 week, then I should be like that. Don't keep any expectation. Whatever happens during your meditation, whatever result you are getting, that's the right one. If you are doing it, you are getting the result. But the result may be not exactly what you are thinking. Our mind can only think up to the state that we are. When you meditate, you are changing the state of your mind. So it's something different. So at this moment, my mind cannot understand or conceptualize what I'm going to be if I meditate regularly. If I try to do that, I will be limiting the development of my mind. So I do without expectation, because by meditating every day, I know I'm keeping my mind fit and I'm developing it. Because it's like if I'm exercising every day, I know I'm keeping my body fit. Another question, okay, that question is exactly about this. When should we expect results? The results will start coming, but I will repeat the same thing. Don't keep expecting. Just go on doing. And after some time, results will start coming. But you know, in the same way that a child cannot see that he or she is growing, but after some time, they see, oh, wow, there is a big difference. Then you notice. The result of meditation or the benefits come gradually. So it's so subtle that you are not seeing how much you are changing. But after some time, you will have changed a lot. That works both ways. If you are doing meditation and you start reducing, jumping some time, skipping some days, you will start losing the benefits. And that's also very gradual. You will not notice until it will be a lot of difference. And then it will be a big effort to recover. And that's why just keep it. Even if it's for 5 minutes, keep it going. Let's say you are doing regularly half an hour, and one day you think, oh, I can't do because I don't have time. Just reduce the time a little bit, maybe reduce to 15 minutes or reduce to 10, but you do it. And then again, go back to your normal routine. So that's we have to think that the practice of meditation is number one. Whatever you do after that is like a number zero. So if you put a 1 in the front and you put a 0, it becomes 10. Put another 0, becomes 100. Another one, 1,000. But if you take the 1 out, then you have 0, 0, 0, 0. It is just a whole 0. So now you put the 1 in front, then you will get a good result in life. Okay, so see if we have some other questions here. Okay, not yet. All right, so that's much of what I wanted to share today. I will just do a review. Number one, make meditation number one. Number two, no exceptions, every day, twice. Number three, no expectations, just do it sincerely, put effort. Don't expect to feel in a certain way or in another way. Number 4, if you are struggling at the time of meditation, that's the process. It's the same like when you are going to the gym, you are struggling at the time that you are in the gym, and then you are getting the result. In the same way, at the moment of meditation, you are struggling, but then you will get the result. And the result is peace, peace of mind. And mind without peace becomes hungry. Hungry mind, depressed mind, sad, down, and so many other states of mind, agitated, nervous, angry. That's hungry mind. Feed the mind a little bit peace, mind will be satisfied, that anger, stress will go away. All right, so that's it for this webinar. And I hope you can attend next time and bring your questions. Thank you, and namaskar.